Blind Executioner Beserker, and just to kind of go over everything that's happened. Sorry I haven't been uploading the daily the last two times that I tried to upload. I unfortunately uploaded 2 videos that had no audio and they were repetitive, so I'm gonna have to go back and just kind of go over everything when it comes to Blind Executioner and just kind of just talk it over with you guys. But today I'm gonna be showing you guys the Blind Executioner Beserker. Um, I finally unlocked it, maxed it out completely. So with the Blind Executioner Zerg, what you get on this one is you spin your action, you move repeatedly damaging nearby enemies, lasts up to 4 seconds or until you release the attack. Hold on. Let me pick you up real quick, Breezy, so we can do this dungeon together. So what this does when you max it out is you have increased whirlwind damage plus 10%. You have grants whirlwind a 7% chance to reduce the cooldown of leap attack minus 1 second for each enemy hit, so which is really good for mob grinding. The next thing is increased movement speed while using the whirlwind. And the lastly is 7% chance to inflict bleeding on affected enemies, dealing damage over time for 8 seconds. Now one thing I found interesting about the leap attack is it's different from Crescent Moon. So right here it goes leap up to 10 meters forward, dealing damage in a large area around you where you land. Encountering an enemy during your leap will cause you to land early. The total damage is 35,178, not including, their defense stats, etc. Generates 5 fury per affected enemy, max 4, cooldown 15 seconds. When you go to the next, upgrade, it is increased leap attack damage 10%. Leap attack stuns affected enemies for 3 seconds. Increased leap attack range plus 2 meters. Leap attack grants immunity to most interrupts for the skill's duration. And then there's a cooldown of minus 2 seconds for each enemy hit. So what I found interesting though is that in Crescent Moon you get a defense buff at the end, which I'm kind of bummed about because I actually really like that about this. So it's minus 2 on this one as well. But the best thing that's on Crescent Moon is the fact that you get a plus 10% for each enemy hit by leap attack, and it stacks up to 50%. So that means your defense would have been like soaring. But now I've noticed that I get hit harder in dungeons because I do not have that extra defense perk. I don't understand why they removed that. Maybe they didn't want to make it too overpowered, but I mean honestly I feel like they should just include that as an extra perk. Overpower is unleash a furious war cry as you shake the earth with a mighty stomp, damaging enemies all around you and temporarily reducing their movement speed. The total damage is 10,000. Overpower reduces the movement speed of affected enemies an additional 10%, minus 10%. And an extra increase the duration of overpower slow effect plus 3 seconds. The next ability another 3 seconds. Successfully hitting an enemy player with overpower inflicts daze, disabling movement, and evade for 1 second. And lastly, the best thing is there's actually a defense down minus 10%. So with that, stack it with your 56% defense down belt. That is 66% defense down that you are doing solo as a Zerker. Obviously, Nightwind, Guillotine, gives you a 56%, Black Star Epiphany with a 56% defense down legs. But that's about it. So the next one I'm going to be going over is Furious Earthbreaker. It unleashes an area attack in a single straight line, throwing enemies in the air. Charging this skill increases the damage and length of the area of effect. If used during rage, their area of effect triples, this cooldown is removed, and no charging is required. While not in rage, increase the damage of Earthbreaker by 10%. You receive minus 50% damage from monsters while using the skill during rage. While in rage, increase Furious Earthbreaker damage plus 5, plus 5, plus 5. So you get a 50% extra damage boost while using Earthbreaker. So I'm going to invite this guy to the party real quick. I'm going to kick him so I can actually do this dungeon. I'm going to finish this video real quick and then we can do some dungeons. So I'm just going to kick you real quick. With that said, I'm going to do a quick corrupted creation so you guys can see how much damage this Earthbreaker can do unbuffed. Alright, here we go. Let's queue up, Breezy. And like I said before, I actually have a solid state drive now, so we're not going to be sitting here for like 3 minutes, loading. I can actually load up quicker into the dungeons One thing that you need to note is that when you are using the Earthbreaker build, is you want to make sure that you have the best gear possible. I still don't have a 27% crit damage chest piece, but that is a one piece I'm going for. I'm not too worried about my crit damage boot. I mean my crit rate boots or my crit rate helm, because the one thing that's on my mind right now is a crit damage chest piece, because I'm not gonna extra damage. So you can kind of see my build. I have this axe because I like leaping because of the build. I like to, you know, self-sustain and heal myself. I'm gonna swap this out if I ever want to go for speed runs and get an attack axe. You know, secondary, I'm gonna get a defense totem sometime, but I'm not worried about that. Unsung Heroes helm, I'm missing 2%. My chest piece is 22%. I need a 27%, so that's my next. The only thing that I actually upgraded almost all the way is my perfect roll Earthbreaker legs, because it's a 20%. Legs are not there yet because they're not max roll. My gloves aren't there yet because it's not max roll. My shoulders, it's 520, so it's like second to max roll. I'm not going to worry about 10% off. My belt is 56% defense down. Necklace is the Necklace of the Corrupted, and the ring is the Bloodlust ring. I mean, Desert Song ring is just fine. So we're going to go in and we're going to see what, you know, how much I hit this monster for. Because I know when I do Abbey Halls of the Dead, I usually hit for 130,000. And then, if I have Nightwind, you know, mark with you know, the priest ring, as well as another Beserker with defense down with 100%, I'd probably be hitting for like 140,000. So there goes the defense down right there with the, you know, that's what overpower looks like. It looks a little goofy. So I just kind of wish you had like a bigger roar. So the cooldown time on the overpower is actually pretty long. Alright, so he's probably gonna die right here because he hits too hard. So 33 right here off crits, and I unfortunately could not show you guys what it looked like on a crit. I might need to fight a harder boss. Sick, you don't want to do a quick Abby? It don't matter to me. Do you want to do an AOB? Do you need that for you? Do you need that dungeon? It doesn't matter to me. Do you need that dungeon? Yeah, we could do Sunday. Let's queue up. I'll help you do it. Alright, let's see. Alright. He doesn't have. Yeah. Yeah, switch your mage. But that's pretty much it, guys. I don't want to go over the video any longer. I am gonna go with a more in-depth video to show you guys what it looks like to use the Blind Executioner Zerk. But this is pretty much what it is. You know, it costs 45 skill points to get a minus, you know, 3% PvP damage. The next video I'm probably gonna be going over is the Court of the Raven skill, which is what everyone talks about, which is the glitch that Zerkers use all the time to win their PvP battles. And if it needs a nerf, etc., and all that. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys push forward for 1,000 talents. If you guys don't know where to get it, you actually go from here, from Tristeza, where I go to get my Blind Executioner fragment, is actually up here by the Starlight Theater encampment, which is north, and the Warrior Talents guy is right here. You just gotta find him. See? Just take a step back hard and just kind of took a break because things just got kind of really too easy in this game, and I just needed to find a reason to continue playing it again. But if you pushing myself to do that. But again, thank you guys for watching. This concludes this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.